morning to one and all present here. Today my group is going to brief about the chapter respiration in organism. So as the names of the chapter suggest, respiration. Basically, what is respiration? As we all know that all living beings are made from tiny units called cells, and each cell performs various functions. But to perform these functions, it needs energy, and food that we eat has stored energy which is released during respiration. So therefore, all living beings respire to get energy from food which is required for the daily activities. Let's know about cellular respiration from Samaya.
Hello everyone, now I will be telling you about cellular respiration. Cellular respiration, the process of breakdown of food in the cell with the release of energy, is called cellular respiration. Cellular respiration takes place in the cells of all organisms. In the cell, the food glucose is broken down into carbon dioxide and water using oxygen. Aerobic respiration. When breakdown of food of glucose occurs with the use of oxygen, it is called aerobic respiration. Organisms that survive in the presence of air are called anaerobes. Example: human. Chemical formula: glucose with the use of oxygen, carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. Food can also be broken down without using oxygen, is called anaerobic respiration. Organisms that can survive in the absence of air are called anaerobes. Example: yeast. Chemical formula: glucose without the use of oxygen, alcohol plus carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. Our muscle cells can also respire anaerobically, but for a shorter time, when there is a temporary deficiency of oxygen. During heavy exercises, fast running, cycling, walking for many hours, or heavy lifting, the demand for energy is high. Then anaerobic respiration takes place in the muscle cells to fulfill the demand of energy. Chemical formula: glucose in the muscles without the use of oxygen is equals to lactic acid plus energy. Why you get muscle cramps after heavy exercise? The cramps occur when muscle cells respire anaerobically. The partial breakdown of glucose produces lactic acid. The accumulation of lactic acid causes muscle cramps. We get relief from cramps after a hot bath or a massage. Because of hot water bath or massage improves circulation of blood. As a result, the supply of oxygen to the muscle cells increases. The increase in the supply of oxygen results in the complete breakdown of lactic acid into carbon dioxide and water. Thank you. By Samyak Mishra.
I hope this topic is clear. Now let's know what is inhalation and exhalation from Hemant.
This is Hemant Thakur of class 7D. Today we are going to study about breathing rate, inhalation and exhalation in human body. Breathing rate. It is all about inhalation and exhalation. In this topic, we will cover points: meaning of inhalation and exhalation, breathing rate, and how do we breathe. So, inhalation. Inhalation is the process we're taking in of air rich in oxygen into our body is called inhalation. Exhalation. The process of giving out of air rich in carbon dioxide is known as exhalation. Coming to the next point, breathing rate. Breathing rate actually means that how much a person can breathe in a minute. How much times a person breathes in a minute. Important fact. Now there is an important fact on inhalation, exhalation and breathing rate. The first point is, on an average, an adult human human being at rest breathes in and out 15 to 18 times in a minute. Point 2. During heavy exercise, the breathing rate can increase up to 25 times per minute. Thank you.
Wasn't that informative? Now let's know about the mechanism of breathing from Nabil.
Good morning everyone. Today you will be revising how we respirate. In this video, I will be covering what is breathing, how do we breathe, what do we breathe, and exchange of gases. So without wasting any more time, let's revise. What is breathing? Breathing is the process of moving air into and out of the lungs to facilitate gas exchange, to bring in oxygen and flush out carbon dioxide. Breathing also means the exchange of gases while inhaling and exhaling air. We take in air through our nostrils. When we inhale air, it passes through our nostrils into the nasal cavity. How does breathing work? From the nasal cavity, the air reaches our lungs through the windpipe. Lungs are present in the chest cavity. This cavity is surrounded by ribs on the sides. A large muscular sheet called diaphragm forms the floor of the chest cavity. Breathing involves the movement of the diaphragm and the rib cage. Now on to the last topic, exchange of gases. The exchange of gases or gas exchange is carried out by organisms, where different gases move in different directions. Animals, microorganisms and plants breathe out carbon dioxide and breathe in oxygen. Carbon dioxide diffuses out of the bloodstream into the air. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that you were able to understand the topics very clearly.
I hope the topics are now clear. Now you will be wondering about the respiration in other organisms. What about respiration in cockroach? The respiratory system of a cockroach is a network of trachea known as tracheal system. They respire through the small openings called spiracles. They breathe in oxygen-rich air through the spiracles which open into the tracheal tubes. What about respiration in earthworm? They do not have any specialized respiratory system, but they respire through their moist and slimy skin due to the moisture present in the soil. And fishes breathe by taking in water through its mouth and sending it over the gills. When the water passes over the gills extract dissolved oxygen from this water, and the extracted oxygen is absorbed by the blood and carried to other parts of the fish for respiration. Now let's enjoy some fun facts from Sam.
Interesting facts on respiration. The lungs tend to be smaller than the right lungs in people to accommodate for the heart, which is located on the left side of the body. Lungs can float on water. They are the only body organs that can float, largely related to the air that is contained within alveoli. If the lungs were unfolded and expanded out to their fullest size, they be roughly the size of a tennis court. When you breathe, 70% of waste is eliminated in the form of waste gases like carbon dioxide. Small gas sacs within the lungs where gas exchange occur are known as the alveoli. To aid in gas diffusion within alveoli, these sacs are lined with a layer of water. A surfactant is produced within the alveoli to reduce the surface tension present. The alveoli surrounded by a network of blood vessels known as capillaries. Red blood cells contain hemoglobin molecules that are responsible for picking up and carrying oxygen through the body. The lung capacity of an adult in approximately 4 to 6 liters of air.